Good Friday night to you sports fans. You've come to the right place. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here alongside Greg Anthony and Chris Webber. D.A. David Aldridge is on our sideline. D.A., take it away.
De'Aaron Fox talked about his mentality on the court. You put the ball in his hands, he says, I'm going to take over the game. It doesn't have to be scoring, just always attacking. Always. You got to be a dog. Don't back down from anyone. Kevin, I know you're a dog. Back to you.
A little intimidation factor, D.A. Thanks. Here now, the upcoming schedule for the Portland Trailblazers. On Sunday, they continue the road trip heading out to Dallas to take on the Mavericks. And then on Monday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan and the San Antonio Spurs.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
The starters for the Portland Trailblazers, McCollum the 2 and Hood the 3. Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. And it's Lillard in at the 1 spot. And for the Kings, Barnes and Bagley the duo at the forward. Fox at the point with Hield to his side. They're the backcourt. And it's Dedmon in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Well, when you think about the Kings, you know they are going to let it fly. The team is loaded up on players deadly from outside. They've adapted and embraced the long ball era.
Lillard against Fox. Lillard finds McCollum. Back to Lillard. There's the triple. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Lillard's got the first bucket of the night, a three-pointer for the Trailblazers. And the shooting with this Kings team last season, Chris, a major strength, as you said.
Yeah, and their whole offense has benefited from it, Kevin. I mean, they were 4th in the league in three-pointers last year. Finding points won't be a problem for the Kings going forward.
So for the Kings, their last game, a win against Phoenix.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game, great adjustments on the offensive end.
In-game adjustments are critical. They did an awesome job taking what the defense gave.
The Trailblazers shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And they shot 81% from the line last season as a team. So you really can't find fault with what they're able to do there.
That free throw good from Hood. Looking at teams with new coaches, Chris, how long do you think it usually takes a new system to get the kinks out and work properly?
Yeah, hopefully you have veteran players because they can adapt the system a little bit quicker. Younger players, they might not, know the lingo. They might not know necessarily where to be. So you have to practice. And with practice time not being as a premium like it used to be, it's a little tougher. So it takes a while. You want to make sure you kind of look at the season, 82 games. You look at it in 4 20-game stretches. And you hope by that second 20-game stretch, you're into finding your rhythm as a team. And the team's starting to hone in on those little details.
Good perspective. McCollum against Fox. McCollum kicks to Nurkic. Lillard outside. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. For Sacramento, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Fox, no good.
Their focus next trip has to be getting a high-quality shot. I mean, they don't want to start the game 0 for 5.
Outside Hood. Over Fox. Offensive rebound. There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
Well, a big reason Nurkic impacts games is for that ability right there, staying active on the glass at both ends, converting the second chances.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
High arcing shot, and there's the nice layup by Fox.
That was a long time coming. It took them 5 attempts to get their first bucket.
Lillard, the pass to McCollum, kicks it to Collins. Passes it to Lillard. Back to Collins. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up.
Remarkable concentration. It's hard trying to knock Collins off his game when he's looking to score.
Here's Hield. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Nurkic has got 5 rebounds tonight. And it's McCollum off the drive. Bagley with the block.
They need that kind of defensive impact from Bagley. I mean, he's using his size and length to force opponents to be aware of him at that end of the floor.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Hield with the bucket.
Well, this is why Fox's teammates love him. I mean, when they're open, he makes sure to get it to him.
And here's Lillard. He brings it up for Portland. It's a 5-point game. And, guys, this is the first they're seeing of Sacramento.
And looking back to last season, they won this season series as you'd expect.
Yeah, and we'll see what, or if anything has changed this year. Maybe it's still a matchup of the haves and have-nots. Or maybe the playing field's a little more even. Oh, even from that range, the floater is one of the toughest shots in the game.
Fox dishes to Hield. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his 6th rebound on the night. Lillard against Fox. Now, here's Nurkic, guarded closely. Pass to Lillard from outside the arc. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field. Here's Hield. 17 points for him last game against Phoenix.
Yeah, but it wasn't all about himself. I mean, he kept everybody else in the loop. His passing was tremendous.
Now, here's Fox, trailing by 10.
The rotation in the D could be better here. It'll cost them next time if it's not.
Second chance shot. Kicks it out to McCollum. Back to Nurkic. And stolen by Dedmon. 4-on-3 break. Fox with it. He's picked up by Collins. Hield can't hit.
Not the most productive quarter he'll ever have, but his shot selection's been a little bit dubious.
To the inside, Nurkic, and finished off by Nurkic.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Yeah, they've got to be careful. It's still early. They've expended a lot of energy, but they've also built a nice cushion here.
So it's Sacramento now. Portland making their last shot. Here's Barnes, and there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And the foul goes against Portland.
Well, last year, Harrison Barnes traded at the deadline from Dallas to Sacramento. Dallas looking ahead and decided to move Barnes, who was in the midst of a tough season.
It didn't take much for the Kings, Chris, to jump on the chance to add someone like Barnes.
Yeah, he had a tough year last year, but not too long ago, Barnes was a player giving you almost 20 a night on the wing. The Kings see him as a player in his prime to serve as a leader to this young core.
That's good from Barnes.
The 7th overall pick in 2012 out of North Carolina. Harrison Barnes won a title in Golden State. Signs the big contract with Dallas, but yet to achieve the stardom that many predicted back in high school.
Barnes hits them both. Greg, you look at Harrison Barnes. What's his best role?
I mean, Kevin, he's a hard worker, able to hit the spot-up 3. Defensively, his strength gives him some versatility, just a solid contributor.
Now, here's Lillard, coming off a solid outing against Denver, but they recover it. The second chance effort, and the basket by McCollum.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Going for the juggler right off the bat. I mean, jumping out to an impressive early lead.
Here's Fox. 23 points for him the last game against the Suns in Phoenix. And the rebound by Nurkic.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Now here's Lillard. Following the miss shot by De'Aaron Fox. And stolen by Barnes. Inside. And Hield with the basket on the assist by Barnes. Hield's got his second basket of the night.
I like how Hield gets solid positioning inside. A terrific score close to the basket.
Lillard scanning the floor. Barnes against Hood. Here's Nurkic. It's hauled in by the Kings. Hield right side. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Hield's got 6.
And this is Fox's role. He's the floor general for this team, and that includes setting his guys up. Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there.
Now here's Hield following the miss by C.J. McCollum. Pass to Fox. Shot clock at 6. Bagley, good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got 3 assists in the game. So timeout called here, the first for Portland. Fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
Yeah, and that one, their intensity on the offensive end was not matched by their opponent. That led to some easy buckets.
They just looked a step quicker all game long. They knew they had an advantage on offense.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Kings. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Whiteside's checked in for Nurkic. Hezonja comes in for Collins. Little, he's checked in for Hood. And it's Kent Bazemore in for C.J. McCollum. Here's Lillard. Oh, that's blocked. Farrell looking around. A shot off that time. And the Trailblazers going the other way. Here's Bazemore. He's coming off a 13-point game against Denver. Lillard finds Whiteside. That one's off. Still out of sync. The Kings trail by 5. And stolen by Whiteside. Lillard with it. Now guarded by Bogdanovich. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And taking a look at some of the stats here for Lillard. Coming off a terrific season. Last season put up about 26 points a game, 7 assists and 4 rebounds. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Yeah, it gives you something you really can rely on going into every game. And you can also work off of him to look to create for others.
First one falls for him. Chris, when you look around the league, who do you feel is the most universally liked player in the league?
That's a good one because so many players with great stories. How about Derrick Rose? Fighting all those injuries, coming back, having a 50-point game, becoming a leader again there in Minnesota. The youngest MVP ever, watching his ups and downs. Luka Doncic. How about that guy? I mean, that's just from excitement of play. The fact that he's just infused this Dallas team with energy and fun. It's so much fun watching him. And then you got to go with the elder statesman. In other words, we call him the old head where I'm from, and that's Vince Carter. If you don't love Vince Carter, something's wrong with you because he's the line in the sand from Dr. J, Dominique Jordan, and those dunkers to anything that's happening today. Vince Carter, he's the man.
Gets it to go. That one good from Giles.
Now that's team basketball. Bielitsa doing a nice job getting the ball to the open man.
Lillard, right side. Bazemore passes to Hezonja. Nails the wide open jump shot. And the Trailblazers lead by 7.
Oh, the feed off the bounce is in just the right spot.
Now here's Ariza. An 11-point game for him in the win against the Suns in Phoenix. Now the pass to Giles. Clock at 6. Pass to Bielitsa. From deep. Hassan Whiteside grabs the miss.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Hezonja kicks to Little. The offensive rebound. Back to Hezonja. And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here. Here's Lillard. He's got 8. Sinks the triple. And now a 10-point Trailblazer lead.
Yeah, second chance points, a huge issue right now. They're getting steamrolled inside.
Pass to Giles. Tries it from the top of the key. And it's Hassan Whiteside with the rebound.
Come on. You got to get up on him and play some defense. They won't get away with that next time. That's a shot they're always happy to get, even when he blows the finish.
Sacramento's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Here's Farrell. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. 6 to shoot. Shoots the 3. And it's Hassan Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Lasagna, and finished off by Hazonia.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. The Kings trail by 12. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
It's Bielitsa. Doesn't go that time. And so Bazemore will bring it up for Portland. Oh, Whiteside in position. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And he's just always an easy target on the alley-oop. With Whiteside's size and wingspan, it's just a matter of putting the ball up there where only he can go get it.
Here's Farrell. Hassan Whiteside made his last basket. Giles the pass to Bogdanovich. Pass to Bielitsa. Now Ariza. 5 on the clock. He kicks it to Bogdanovich. Shot by Bielitsa and nobody around. Sacramento again missing. And Portland with the ball. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. Lillard attacking. Drops in the layup for 2. Lillard's got 13 points.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Now here's Ariza. T right on him. Bielitsa misses. Trailblazers leading by 16. Bazemore passes a little. Lillard outside. It's deflected. Here's Farrell. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And there's the foul. It's on Nasir Little. That is his first foul of the game. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Giles. And a switch here also for Portland. Gasol's checked in. Bogdanovich passes to Farrell. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich.
Oh, wow, such a willing passer. Bogdanovich doesn't look for his shot. He also wants to get his teammates involved.
Now, here's Lillard. He's covered closely. It's Hazonia in the corner. And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for the Portland Trailblazers. And it was from three-point range where he did the most damage. He knocked down 3 in that quarter. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. The leadership mantle, something that Damian Lillard welcomes. He talked about what that means to him.
A lot of responsibility. When things go bad, you know, people are going to look to you first. You know, they're going to point the finger at you first. And when things go well, they're going to give you the credit. So I think it's just a balance of those two things, you know, being willing to be that guy and being excited about it. I think you got to have fun with it.
Right on the money as always. Lillard has excelled in that leadership role.
I mean, he plays with so much confidence and composure, but also it's the way he includes his teammates and gets to know them as individuals that makes him a franchise player.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And looking at what we've seen, Trailblazers pretty much in control here.
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, they really got after it. I mean, they made life extremely difficult for the shooters, which is why they hold this lead.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court right now for the Trailblazers, they've got Pau Gasol, Damian Lillard out there with Kent Bazemore. Then there's Whiteside, and it's Hezonja in at the small forward. Here's Ariza. Hassan Whiteside made his last basket. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Bazemore for three. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Ariza. Here's what Portland has lined up on their schedule. They continue the road trip heading out to Dallas to take on the Mavericks. Then on Monday, they'll be playing against LaMarcus Aldridge and the San Antonio Spurs. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. That's tipped. Bogdanovich with it. Lillard picks him up. Now Bogdanovich. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
Well, he might not be blocking 4 shots a game anymore, but Hassan Whiteside's still a factor in the paint defensively. Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, after years and years of rebuilding, the Kings are finally a team on the rise, and they're earning respect. Draymond Green said they've got a lot of young talent, never quit, probably the fastest team in the history of the NBA. Green said after he plays them, I leave the game exhausted. I go home, I'm dead. And Kevin, we know that Green is pretty accustomed to going all out.
David, he sure is. He's got a lot of engine in him. Thank you so much. Basket, good. Bogdanovich has got his first basket. And with Whiteside, his size and length set him apart from others defensively. Greg, even at the center position.
You just can't ignore the reach and coverage that Whiteside has when he's in the paint. Even though the block numbers aren't what they once were, the amount of shots he changes is still very high.
3 on the clock. Here's the three. Second chance shot. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And here's some numbers on Bazemore. Some last season stats for him. Averaged about 11 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. Nothing about his numbers really jump out at you, but he'll come up with a timely play or two every game.
Yeah, and sometimes that's all they need, especially in tight games. 1 or 2 plays can make all the difference.
First free throw is good. And looking at the numbers for Whiteside the last few years, Greg, it seems like his production has come back down a bit.
And for a minute, Whiteside looked like he could be a dominant center, but he struggled since his great 2017 season. Shot selection has been hurting, and sometimes it feels like he is in his own way as a player.
And we've seen stars, Chris, get suspended in the playoffs for having 7 technical fouls.
Timeout, timeout.
Should we modify that rule at all, do you think?
Start it. Yeah, I think it can be tweaked if everyone agrees on it. But for me personally, I don't think that we've had enough superstar players get suspended with that rule to say let's change the number. We definitely want superstar players to play in the playoffs, to play for their fans. But we also want to keep the integrity of the game. And if technicals means I get to yell at the referee more, well, then maybe I just have to have more discipline on my end and say, wait a minute, I can't do this because it's going to hurt the team. So I'm not sure about that yet.
Now here's Hield. He has 6. Here's Barnes. And Gasol sends it back.
And really, Gasol does an incredible job getting his hands up in the air, which results in a ton of rejection.
Down low. And there's Barnes. That's good on the assist by Hield.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Lillard attacking, and Rashawn Holmes gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Whiteside. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Gasol finds Hood. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. And the Trailblazers lead by 21. Here's Fox and the pass to Holmes. Out of bounds, Portland takes possession. This is the list of last season's top shooters from the charity stripe. These guys were practically automatic. Damian Lillard third.
He was locked and loaded from the free throw line all season. Never suffered through any real lulls in that department.
And Damian Lillard with the jam.
D has got to do a better job clogging up routes to the rim. Lillard is a terror when it comes to driving inside.
Fox with it. Outside, Bagley. Now the pass to Hield. Stolen by McCollum. 3-on-3. It's tipped. Fox with the steal. Passes to Holmes. Gasol with the rebound.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Count it, good. 17 points for Damian Lillard.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And that one, good.
And he's far from a shooter. I mean, Fox also has the ability to burn you from this area, too.
Lillard against Fox. And Lillard kicks to McCollum. It's through for his second basket. He's now 2 for 6.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now here's Hield. He has 6. Outside, Fox. Out to the right wing. 5 to shoot. Holmes, good.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
And here's Lillard. He brings it up for Portland. And Rashawn Holmes gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. The Kings making a switch here. Dedmon's checked in. Portland also making some changes. Collins comes in for Pau Gasol. And it's Little in for Lillard. McCollum with the ball. Dedmon's there. Count that one. And that's now 6 points for Nurkic.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Hood against Hield. Dedmon dishes to Hield. Releases from 15. And he overshot that one, missing.
You expect him to make those. They've got to do more to get a hand in his face next time. And the Blazers, one of the best offenses in the league. I mean, their guards can make most any shot. And they've got some glass eaters to chase down any misses.
And the Blazers rely on their guards in McCollum and Lillard to generate, Chris, a lot of their offense.
You're sometimes right, Kevin, and it can even be to a fault at times. I mean, they need more offense from their front court. Guys who can pound the ball inside and generate some easy offense around the rim.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first.
Hey, Chris, there's a lot to like for this Kings franchise right now. Fans have got to be excited about their future.
Yeah, and credit my man Vlade in the front office for rebuilding. They got lots of great young talent, and they've kept their picks. The team should be a big factor in the West in the coming years.
Both free throws good from Hood. The shoe culture becoming a bigger part of the game. Signature shoes, custom shoes, collections. P.J. Tucker with over 4,000 pairs of shoes. See, Webb, are you a collector?
I love it, and it's all because of the Jordan phenomenon. What Michael Jordan did for the game, not just with the shoe, but what he did for the game and making it be so cool in the culture. And I got to give my boys in Michigan, I got to give us a little credit, too, with what we did there. But the shoe game has definitely become something that's just crazy out of control. I love it, but no, yeah, I'm a little bit of a collector.
The Kings making a switch here. Giles is checked in. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Barnes. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
You see how polished and composed Barnes is? Doesn't rush anything. Just takes what he gets.
McCollum passes to Hood. Pass to Collins. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Stolen by Collins. Nurkic, and the layup's good off the glass. Nurkic has got 4 this quarter.
And sometimes it's impossible to contain Nurkic. At his height and weight, he's great at finishing through contact.
Fox passes to Giles. Giles. It's good on the putback.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And looking at the numbers for De'Aaron Fox, last year, getting it done. 8th in assists. And, of course, he's got a nose for the ball. He ranked in the top 10 in steals last season.
And his floor awareness was impeccable last season. As you mentioned, top 10 in assists. Just does a great job of getting everyone involved. Now here's Barnes. An 11-point game for him in the win against the Suns in Phoenix. And he gets it to go.
Now, I thought maybe the D would figure him out as the game went along. Looks like he's figured them out in this first half.
Here's McCollum. Harrison Barnes picking up that last basket. Here's Hood. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got 4 assists in the game. The Kings have gone 7 of 16, shooting just under 50% here in the second quarter. Stolen by McCollum. Here's Hood. The shot, no good. Good D by Barnes. And here they go. Nurkic with the block.
A defensive anchor. I mean, you got to admire how Nurkic uses his wingspan to turn shots back.
Here's Hood. It's tipped. And here is Hield. He has 6 to the middle. Here's Giles. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
McCollum deciding where to go with it. Hood for 3. And it's Hood again missing.
They haven't needed him as much as I thought they would tonight.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Bazemore is checked in. This Kings squad is struggling. Now here's Hield. Outside, Fox. Barnes outside. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic is... Here's Little. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Yeah. Horrible effort. It appears they may be on the brink of giving up.
Now here's Barnes. He's got 8. Sinks the three-pointer.
He's been fantastic, but he can't do it all by himself. Some of the other guys need to lighten the load and step up.
Pass to Nurkic. Back to McCollum. Out of bounds, Sacramento takes possession. And some changes here for the Kings. Bielitsa, he's checked in for Dwayne Dedman. Ariza comes in for Barnes. And it's Bogdan Bogdanovic in for Buddy Hield. And Portland with a change here too. Hezonja, he's checked in for Little. Ariza passes to Giles. And it's Hezonja with the foul. That's his first foul.
And 6 straight playoff appearances for the Blazers under Terry Stotts. Last season making the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah, GA, and he was rewarded with a multi-year contract extension. He's done a great job developing their young players while also having them compete at a high level.
Whiteside's checked in for the Trailblazers. Giles, that's good.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
1:32 left to play here in the half. McCollum finds Bazemore, and the slam dunk by Bazemore.
Well, that'll get you a pat on the back from your teammate McCollum. Unselfish and aware, picking out the perfect pass.
And for Sacramento, they're shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. McCollum against Fox. They get it back. The pass to Giles. That shot off.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Hezonja kicks to Whiteside. Bazemore passes to Whiteside. Clock at 6. Takes it from 10. That one off the back iron and out. The Kings shooting in the second quarter around 42%. Here's Bogdanovich. Here's Giles. Good work defensively by Whiteside.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
He's got the hot hand right now. As long as he can keep getting open, they've got to keep feeding him.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Here's Fox. From deep three-point range, that one misses. It could go. He can't get that one. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Here with Coach Terry Stotts. Coach, they've been shooting poorly. Is that good defense or bad offense?
Probably a little bit of both. You know, I think we're competing defensively, and they've missed some opportunities.
It's led to good results for you, though. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. Damian Lillard has been having a big night. He ended up with 17 points, 2 assists, and 1 steal. Coming off a great performance last game, tonight he looked like he had that same aggressive mindset. What'd you think about Portland, Kenny?
One of the things Lillard gives you year after year is consistency. Look at his stats. They're almost the same across the board every season. And then he has nights like this where he takes it up a notch.
Shaq, how do you think Sacramento played?
Well, it's no wonder they're getting blown out. No energy, no fight in the rebound battle. Ernie, you got to pick it up. You got to pick it up starting now, or it's going to be impossible to come back. Like the Pythagorean theorem, times 50, times 100, times 50, times 10. Impossible to figure out, Ernie.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Really an incredible game from Lillard.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. That's at the point with Hield to his side. They're the backcourt. Barnes and Bagley, the duo with the forward. And it's Dedmon in at the center. That's the 5 out there for the Kings. Barnes with it. Now guarded by Hood. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And the development of Damian Lillard helping propel this Blazers team to the top of the West.
Yeah, GA, that's why they call him Logo Lillard. And he's only extending his range. I mean, another playoff dagger in his resume. Finishing off OKC and then waving goodbye. Dame time is right now.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls.
And after the Blazers got swept in the first round in 2018, many said they needed to blow it up. Instead, they stayed with it. 52 wins, a 3 seed in the West.
Yeah, they just had the patience to keep building, adding pieces, and developing. I mean, this team is going in the right direction.
Barnes hits them both.
Well, the new arena for the Kings looks amazing, C-Webb. Just how much has this meant to the city?
Oh, it means so much to the city, GA. I mean, ownership has been wonderful. It keeps the team here long term. It's revitalized the whole downtown. And Sacramento is a city that has thrived with the addition of this arena.
Now, here's Fox. After the miss from Damian Lillard, back to Hield. Just 5 on the clock. Nurkic with the block, and they'll keep possession. Bangs home the trifecta. 7 points for De'Aaron Fox.
Well, you see the improvement. Fox really shoots with such confidence and precision from deep now.
Lillard, bounce pass. Passes it to Nurkic. There's the dish to McCollum. Over Hield. Here's Nurkic, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
280 pounds. I mean, Nurkic, he's a handful to deal with at times. I mean, you better foul him. Well, the best season of his career, Kevin. But then Yusuf Nurkic suffered that gruesome leg injury. It was a huge loss for the Blazers and a long road to recovery for Nurkic.
The first free throw is good. And the Blazers were looking for that third star. And Chris Nurkic was starting to look like he might fit the bill.
Well, Kevin, let's think about it. You could argue that he was one of the top 5 centers in the league last season. He just turned 25, so hopefully he's still on the upslope of his career.
Now here's Hield. Knocked away. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Bagley.
So a moment now to see the story on Yusuf Nurkic. He's coming off an excellent season. 12th in rebounding and a top 15 ranking in blocks per game, supplying that backline protection that is so key to a great defense.
And we talked about how strong he was on the boards, going hard at it at both ends last year, really helping out his team. And stolen by Dedmon. Fox against Lillard. Fox dishes to Barnes. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got assist number 5 here tonight.
Oh, you love seeing this from Barnes. When he's being aggressive on offense, he's capable of owning games.
Now, here's Lillard. He's got 17. Outside, Fox. Here's the floater. He lays it in. Fox has got 5 points in the quarter.
They're on target from the start of the half. I mean, they're moving well. They're getting some good shots. That makes them 3 for 4 from the field since halftime.
Lillard against Fox. McCollum outside. Outside Collins. Kicks it to Lillard. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Marvin Bagley picks one up.
And what I love about Lillard now, I mean, the excellence. He's so consistent. That's how you do it. You come out, you bust your butt, and you compete at a high level every night.
And the first one drops.
One of the game's elite scorers and closers, Damian Lillard. With the game on the line, you know what time it is. It's Dame time.
No free throws good from Lillard. Chris, you talk about degree of difficulty. Damian Lillard takes and makes some incredibly tough shots.
Oh, Kevin, the percentages don't do him justice. I mean, off the dribble, contested, from deep. Lillard is always a threat.
Barnes, no good. Now Portland takes it the other way. They can look forward to the American Airlines Center after this game. They'll match up against Dallas. That'll be game 2 of 4 straight on the road. Here's McCollum. Overhealed, and McCollum the bucket on the assist by Nurkic. 6 points for C.J. McCollum.
Oh, they needed that. I mean, they were getting a little tense after starting the half 0 for 3.
Three-pointer, Hield. Goes back up. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
With such a large frame, sometimes all you can do is foul Bagley when he's down low.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Bagley.
Well, some ups and downs for Marvin Bagley in that rookie campaign with the Kings, but you could see the flashes of potential and the tremendous work ethic when he was out on that floor.
Yogi Ferrell's checked in for Buddy Hield. Pau Gasol is checked in for Portland. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. And with Bagley, the mobility he showed for his size is really what impresses you.
And that blend of size and speed is why many feel like he could play across the entire front line. Wasn't in the Rookie of the Year race, but in a few years, he could be right there with the best of the best from that 2018 class.
Here's Lillard. Sacramento making their last shot. Outside for Gasol. Over Bagley. Gasol's shot is good. And the Trailblazers lead by 20.
And I really like to see Gasol go up with the shot immediately after getting the pass. Shows how much confidence he has in himself.
Now, here's Fox. 9 points in the game so far. The shot from 20 feet away. Gasol with the rebound.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Yeah, that's not his spot. Plain and simple. He's trying to force something is rarely a good idea.
Nurkic with the block.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Lillard finds McCollum. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Harrison Barnes picks one up.
And you talk about shot makers, C.J. McCollum, one of the best in the game. From mid-range, you could argue he's the best, flat out.
And you look at the shot chart for McCollum. He's a threat, Greg, from everywhere.
Able to hit off the bounce, pulling up. At his height, he's got to be creative, making space for his shot.
Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for the Kings. And a switch here also for Portland. Little's checked in.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That's foul number 2 for him.
And still early in the period, and they're only 1 foul away from being over the limit.
Here's Ferrell. From deep. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Nurkic has got rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work. McCollum kicks to Gasol. Shoots over Holmes. Portland again missing. And here's Ferrell. He'll bring it up for the Kings.
Pretty early to be over the limit. That foul situation is something we want to keep an eye on.
For Sacramento, they have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
And the pick and roll tandem of Damian Lillard and Yusuf Nurkic, one of the most unstoppable in our league.
Yeah, Nurkic as a role man, not only a scorer, but also a capable passer too. He had the 2nd most assists on the team last season. He and Lillard have mastered the nuances of the pick and roll game.
Now here's McCollum. He's got 8. Pass to Little. This one for three. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got 6 assists here tonight. Now Fox. Pass to Barnes. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
One of the top 10 shooting guards in the NBA, C.J. McCollum. I mean, you wonder, though, would he be even better lined up as a point guard? I'm not sure. But his defense has been his shortcoming. At 6'3", his size is better suited for the one.
And he makes the first. See what you think about McCollum as a point guard. His assists have dropped 3 seasons running.
Yeah, Kevin, but that's because his role on this team is to score. I mean, he's so skilled. He can get other guys involved, but you want him putting it in the bucket. Who's a better option than him besides Dame Lillard? On another team, though, with the chance to start at point guard, I wouldn't mind seeing that adjustment.
Holmes with the steal. And here comes the break. Here's Farrell. And laid in to finish the break. Farrell's got 6.
Good job getting the ball and completing that play.
Oh, that'll make any coach happy. Aggressive defense, then changing ends quickly.
Now, here's Lillard. 19 points in the game. Here's Nurkic. And the rejection by Holmes. Here's Fox. And he uses the glass on the layup. 11 points in the game.
He's considered one of the quickest guys in the game. Fox, he really hurts defenses on these takes.
Now, here's Lillard. He's tightly guarded. Little passes to Nurkic. Lillard outside. Just 5 to shoot. That one drops for him. And that's now 10 points for C.J. McCollum.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Barnes outside. Over Little. Barnes can't get it to go. Trailblazers leading by 19. Here's McCollum. Rebound by the Kings. Fox has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. There's the 3. They get it back. Here's Nurkic. And that one goes long.
His interior scoring is one of the things that drives their offense. Don't expect him to miss many of those.
Here's Farrell. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. It's McCollum on the wing. And the 3 ball is good. McCollum's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Timeout called by the Kings. Greg, let's take a look at Nasir Little. More power and athleticism at this point than skill, wouldn't you say?
I mean, no doubt. As an amateur, he could rely on the physical gifts to dominate. But in the NBA, you have to be able to shoot and handle with confidence. I think Little will get there because he has a tremendous work ethic.
A big group substitution here for Sacramento. Harry Giles is checked in for Rashawn Holmes. Bielitsa comes in for Marvin Bagley. Trevor Ariza's checked in for Harrison Barnes. And it's Bogdanovich in for Yogi Ferrell. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Whiteside's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Mario Hezonja comes in for Little. And it's Kent Bazemore in for Damian Lillard. Portland leading by 20. Bazemore with it. 11 points in the game. It's McCollum on the wing. Good work there as it goes. McCollum's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
McCollum has a beautiful floating J. Has a good sense of when to go for it.
Outside, Bogdanovich. Shoots over Bazemore. And it's Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Gasol trying to free himself up. Hezonja's shot is off. And it's Ariza with the ball for the Kings. And Fox has it in the corner. Over Whiteside. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. They get Hassan Whiteside.
A gear-shifting player who keeps you on your heels. I mean, Fox, he's great at picking up contact.
And what just drops your jaw, Chris, with Fox is just how quick he gets up and down the floor.
Yeah, he's an absolute bullet once he gets out in transition. A good amount of his points come from just beating everyone else down the floor when he pushes the tempo.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls.
Well, the Kings decided to move on from Coach Yeager last year. I mean, he did help rebuild that team. Give him credit. They felt like Luke Walton was the choice to get them to the next level.
And for Walton and this team, they sought him out as soon as he was available.
Yeah, and you have to like the situation he's walking into. I mean, Yeager was the longest tenured coach for the team for quite some time. Having some stability and leadership showed up in the win column during his tenure. He's been dominant this quarter. I mean, he's determined to prevent the lead from getting any bigger.
And here's Bazemore. 11 points in the game. McCollum outside, right wing. And here's Gasol outside. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And the Trailblazers lead by 21.
Yeah, and the presence of Whiteside in the paint, really unreal. He is a dominant figure down low. Great work to grab that second chance opportunity.
Now, here's Fox. He's got 14. He gets it in there. Fox has got 12 points in just the second half.
Taking things into his own hands. He's been a beast this quarter.
Fox against McCollum. The pass to Gasol. Over Giles. And it's good off the back rim and in. Gasol's got 4 this quarter.
And Gasol excels from that mid-range area. If you leave him open from there, you're going to pay the price.
Fox rejected by Gasol. 1:41 left in the third quarter. And the basket by McCollum.
It's really been a tale of two halves, guys. A slow start, but this quarter, he has really been the man.
Here's Fox. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Fox has got 18 points in the game.
Once he turned it on, he became a force in this game. Not sure where this guy was in the first half.
Trailblazers leading by 21. Now here's Bazemore. He's got 11. Over Bogdanovich. And there's Gasol. That's good on the assist by Bazemore. 6 points for Pau Gasol.
Good job taking advantage of the size mismatch. There's no way that jumper's getting blocked.
Passes it to Fox. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. For Sacramento, they have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12.
Numbers last year for them, just about 73%, so the bottom third of the league.
One shot.
And the technical free throw is good.
Well, an all-around threat with a promising future. I mean, Bogdanovich has the tools and the drive. He could be a solid player in this league for many years.
And the Kings making a change here. Heald's checked in, and Portland with a change here too. Collins checked in for Pau Gasol. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. Here's Bogdanovich. He's got 5. Ariza has the open look. His 3-pointers off the mark. Portland leading by 22. Here's Bazemore. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And there's the foul that goes against Sacramento. He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
And from the line a season ago, 73%.
First one falls for him.
And a sudden departure from L.A. for Luke Walton. Landed with Sacramento almost immediately. Seems like he escaped some dysfunction upon leaving L.A.
Yeah, GA, we all heard the reports that there was a lot of backstabbing during Walton's last year in L.A. I'm sure it feels nice for him to get a fresh start, especially with the front office that wants him there.
And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for the Sacramento Kings. To the paint. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
At 6'6", Bogdanovich has the height to throw it down.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. It's McCollum on the wing. He's covered by Bogdanovich. Kept alive. Here's Collins. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And this is what Collins is going to give you, energy. Because of this, he draws these type of fouls.
First trip to the line for him here. And that one falls for Collins.
And Collins, if you ask me, he has a bright future in this league. His work ethic, his drive to get better, it's infectious.
And so Collins nails both of them. There's 14 seconds left to play in the third. Healed against Bazemore. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Just 3 on the clock. That one wide left. And so it's Portland finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And we'll be back with you shortly. And let's listen to head coach Terry Stotts review the game plan with his guys.
Hey, good job defensively. Good job on dropping on the rolls. Keep rebounding. Don't lose men in transition.
Well, Terry praising his guys, GA, bringing it on the defensive end.
And they've done just that so far. They just have to be able to continue with that mindset.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth, we've got Hezonja. Rodney Hood out there with Kent Bazemore. Then it's Collins, and it's Whiteside in at the 5 roaming the paint.
He's done a lot of the little things to help put them in front. I mean, but his offense has not been there for him tonight.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And there's the foul that goes against Sacramento. That free throw good from Hood. Chris, there is that transition from being a player to retirement. It can be a challenge for some. What were the keys that you found in succeeding at that?
Well, first I think is adjusting to the fact you don't have the same schedule. You don't have a physical release that you used to have. You miss the locker room and the camaraderie with all the guys, and so you miss the culture. But secondly, I would say take all the lessons that you learned, and for me this was big, from sports, and use them in business. So in business, I became a rookie in other areas. I found a Chris Mullin type in business. I found a Latrell Sprewell type, guys that would mentor you, guys that you would play on their team, humble yourself, get back to it. get to practice, get to meetings early, stay at practice late, stay at meetings, and be the last one that leaves, and just take the culture of basketball, infuse that athletic personality into the personality of whatever you go into next, and you can use those tenets to have a wonderful retirement and really enjoy it. So for me, it's been awesome. And by the way, I've had twins, and so since retiring, and that'll keep you just as busy as it was you were playing. So you can find ways to keep that same lifestyle.
That's right, and some sound advice too.
Well, it doesn't have to break stride at all, thanks to the money lead pass.
Here's Simons, Ariza covering, and some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Here's Hood. It's Dedmon with the rebound. Dedmon's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And the call will go against Anthony Tolliver. That is his first foul of the game. Richaun Holmes, he's checked in for the Kings. Little, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the 4th. Ariza outside. That shot no good, and it's Portland the other way. Tolliver the pass to Whiteside, and he converts the layup. Whiteside's got 4 points in the quarter.
Look, that's a nice play. You need low post scoring to keep your offense balanced.
Outside, Joseph. He kicks it to Ariza. Here's James. Pass to Dedmon. Outside, Joseph. Shot clock at 5. And Whiteside sends it back. Here's Trent. It's deflected.
Oh, tremendous reach on the block by Ariza, making a real effort on defense.
Here's Joseph. It's hauled in by Tolliver. The Trailblazers have gone just 33% from the field in the 4th quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. And the Kings pushing it up now. Joseph leading the charge. He gets that one.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
And Simons has got the ball here for the Portland Trailblazers. Pass to Trent. And the NBA 2K League, C-Web, the first e-sport operated by a U.S. pro sport. And it's quickly growing. Do you throw down on the sticks?
Yeah, just a little announcement to all the GMs in the 2K League. I am available. I'm a free agent. I'm ready to go. I'm nice on the sticks. I can play career mode, team mode, one-on-one mode. Whatever you need from me, I am ready to go. But I love it, man. It's great to see people who love this game, whether it's virtual or real life. It's hoops, baby.
So much fun. Farrell's checked in for Trevor Ariza. And Portland with a change here, too. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Whiteside. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the 4th quarter. Farrell passes to Holmes. It's hauled in by Tolliver. Portland in total control. Here in the 4th, they've allowed just 4 points. Here's Simons. And there's the pass to Little. Shot clock at 6. Here's Simons. James covering. Portland no good that time either. Kings shooting a meager 37% for the game. No good that time. And it's Portland the other way. Here's Simons. Over to the left wing. Nurkic with it. Dedmon's there. And it goes down 2 points. That's 12 points for Nurkic.
Well, I love Nurkic's shot selection. I mean, outstanding at getting to his spots and converting.
With the floater, and it's Portland with the rebound. Nurkic is... Here's Trent. He's covered by Joseph. It's Dedmon with the rebound. Dedmon's got his 8th rebound here tonight. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Farrell, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Here's Simons. Chris, I read this the other day, the NBA announcing the development of the BAL, the Basketball African League. They feel there's a lot of untapped potential there. I would tend to agree.
I'm so excited. I already put my name in the hat to go out there and work with and help develop these kids. Oh, yeah, I'm excited. I mean, just think about this. You want to know what type of talent is out there? Let's just start with the King. Then we go to Mutombo, Embiid. He's from Cameroon. How about Antetokounmpo, who has Nigerian parents? I mean, we can keep on going. How about Ibaka help find Siakam? Oh, my goodness.
Yes.
There's some talent out there, baby. And, yes, I'm excited for the BAL, the Basketball African League. Africa, stand up, baby.
Holmes, good. Portland's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Here's Simons inside, deflects the pass. Holmes with the steal. Here's Farrell. For the 3. And the rebound by Nurkic. Portland in total control. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. In the corner, it's Little. Tolliver. Another shot. Passes it to Simons. Rebound by the Kings.
Now, look, even if he had other places to go with the ball, that's a good shot. You can't blame him for letting that one fly.
Joseph, that's good.
Well, he'll take advantage of that kind of soft defense every time. Just give him a chance to attack the basket, and he will.
Here's Trent. And Chris, whether it's KD or Kyrie, we've seen stars grow irritated with constant questions about their free agent destinations.
I would just suggest to them to go back in time. Nothing's new under the sun. Watch guys like Shaq, like myself, other guys that were free agents. It's a time to talk about it, and it's a time not to. And you can even speak about your impending free agency without insulting the fans where you're playing and without guessing of maybe where you will go next year. I just think that, guys just need to be a little more sensitive with it. Fans really want to know, and if the media's going to ask you the question, you got to figure a way how to handle that out delicately.
Well said. And it's the Kings with the ball. Portland making their last shot. Farrell can't hit.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Well, that's why he's out there right now. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
Oh, Kev, he put some anger behind that one.
You're telling me. Here's Joseph after the Trailblazers pick up 2. Pass to Holmes. That shot missing, and the Trailblazers going the other way. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And the first one at the line is good. Floor spacing, Chris, now so big in the NBA. And big men have the room to put up some unbelievable numbers.
Oh, man, look at Lopez out there in Bucks land. I mean, look what he's doing in Milwaukee, just shooting threes from deep. The same, you got to go to Embiid, Porzingis, and we already seen what the great Dirk Nowitzki has done through his career spacing the floor. Look, it adds time on to your career because you don't have to just go down there and bang and be one-dimensional in the paint. It makes your teammates better because now you're spacing the floor, which gives them room to drive. And if you're really working on your game, you can really make your teammates better because now you have more passing lanes because you're further away from the basket. So as any post player knows, it's a blessing to be surrounded by great shooters, and now big men, they got a little more room out there.
Here's Barnes. Again, the miss by the Kings. Portland's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. And here we go. Fast break. James has got it. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Both free throws good from James. And with a younger generation of fans cutting the cord, Adam Silver has talked about ways, Chris, to make the games, the NBA games, more accessible.
Yeah, and as a guy, Kevin, that played on the West Coast, I know many people aren't happy with this idea, but I say move the games up an hour. Move it to 6 o'clock so that I could watch LeBron on the West Coast when I'm living on the East Coast and be to bed by a normal time where kids can stay up. But how about the streaming? I mean, you can watch it on your phone. So many better in different ways now. I mean, before, if you were traveling, you could never watch a game because you had to be by a TV set stuck into a wall. Now, that's your phone, your pads, and everything else. So I love the game. It's becoming more global because of the expansion and how we've gotten players out there in front of fans. And now, with the access that fans have through some type of mobile device, I just love it. I love it.
So it's Sacramento now after the Trailblazers pick up 2. Barnes looking around. 5 on the clock. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Oh, that's a nice play from Barnes. Putting enough pressure on the D that time, and they were forced to foul and give him a chance at the line.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good.
Now, the professionalism that Barnes brings to the floor is invaluable. I mean, he's someone that comes in and wants to contribute in any way he can.
Good on the second free throw. And along with the association, we've seen the growth of the G League, the WNBA, the 2K League. Chris, which of those have you followed the most?
Well, first let me say I should have been drafted by the 2K League because I'm really nice. Matter of fact, anybody listening to the sound of my voice, I will beat you in the game that I'm talking on right now. But secondly,
I know you will.
I love the WNBA, from Lisa Leslie to Cheryl Swoops to my girl Candace Parker. Are you kidding me? The skill set of these ladies, oh, they have game. And I can't say I follow one the most because even the G League and their all-star game I follow. Right now it's a great time for hoops, and all 3 of these leagues I'm in on.
Here's Gasol. Harrison Barnes picking up that last basket. Here's Trent. Misses the 3.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, he just hit a rough patch. He's trying to climb out of it, but he hasn't been successful.
James finds holes. Here's Barnes. And it's Portland with the rebound. Gasol's got his 4th rebound in this one. And Simons has got the ball here for the Trailblazers.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Trailblazers.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so with this, they'll end up with their 2nd win on the year.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And a lot of players tonight helped contribute to this performance, but in particular, a real good game it was for Jusuf Nurkic.
Well, the best work he did came on the boards. Nobody could match his intensity. His rebounding played a big role in this win.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. 58 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Simons the pass to Trent. Chalk up 2 there.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, there's no doubt as to who was the better team. I mean, they proved it with this win.
Now, here's Holmes. Dishes it to Joseph. Six to shoot. Farrell for 3. Portland grabs the miss.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Oh, man, an awful display from him so far. But you know he's going to keep working to try to turn it around.
Near the three-point line, it's Joseph. And it's Gasol with the rebound. Here's Little. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Oh, Greg, that's the dagger. You could tell they wanted that one. I know that seals the deal.
And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
And that's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Damian, it looks like this team's progress can be measured by your improvement at the defensive end. Did we see that tonight?
We made some mistakes like every other basketball team does, but I think we did a great job of making adjustments. You know, we got a little more physical. You know, we did a great job of that.
And that led to a big win, Damian. Thanks for your time, man. Kevin?
David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for being with us. We'll see you next time.